We're back, folks, at Webb Military Museum. I'm Gary Webb, and today we're going to talk about the Indian War period. Of course, the Indian War period was the period after the Civil War to the Spanish-American War, where our government was fulfilling a Manifest Destiny program to combine the two oceans. In our case today, we have a lot of interesting items, particularly the spiked helmets. After Germany was united by Bismarck, who was a popular Kaiser, he wore a spiked helmet. A lot of countries went to the spiked helmet. We went to it too. It didn't last that long, but it was more of a decorative piece. Now, each hat has a different color. The red is artillery, the blue is infantry, and the yellow was cavalry. And the cords are there because when you put your hat on, you want to tie it to your belt, because if it falls off, you don't want it falling on the ground and getting stepped on. It's made out of cork. One of the interesting artifacts that we have is Custer Last Stand artifacts. These are actually stirrups taken out of the Reno-Benteen defensive line, and they're marked L Company. On the far side, we actually have an original saddle taken out of the horse dump pit. After the battle, the Indians shot most of the wounded horses and piled them up. This was removed a year after. That's why it's in such good shape. It is marked 7th Cavalry M Company. As we move along, we see the uniforms have changed a bit since the Civil War. They went to these lighter sack coats and more of the floppy hat look. Now, I have the Bibles in the museum because this was the age of pioneers, people going west, getting new land, getting new lives. So the family Bible contained all their history. And this is how thick they are. You can see they're rather large. As we move to this side of the case, in the corner here are 4 uniforms. After the Civil War, you could not get your militias back for 7 years. So in 1872, Savannah reinstated the Chatham Artillery and the Savannah Volunteer Guard. This particular uniform belonged to Malcolm McLean, a prominent Savannian. He was the first president of the Cotton Exchange, a Confederate officer, POW, and his great-great-grandson would be the mayor of Savannah in the 60s, and he's buried at Bonaventure Cemetery. Everybody likes rifles, a beautiful spring-filled trapdoor rifle from the 1870s. And if you see these uniforms over here, this is actually a uniform for a veteran of the Civil War. He took a sack coat, had a nice cut to it, and he put his medals on. 4 medals down here are on the uniform when I bought it, and this were his reunion medals. He was from Pennsylvania, and all the reunions were in Des Moines. And his last reunion was in 1931. So I don't know how old the gentleman was, but he had to be up in age and he had to be healthy enough to travel. All right, we're going to go to the next case, so thanks very much.